What's up, guys? We are back once again, and you guys should already know when I do any kind of review for a series, especially a series, that I'm going to be talking about it as much as I possibly can. Given the first few episodes, I'll give my review on it, what my current thoughts on it, if it's gonna, if I think it's gonna just get worse, or if it's gonna get better, or stay the same. And I figure I'd go ahead and just give my thoughts on Chucky the series as of right now, because there's only been 2 episodes. Episode 3 will be coming up this week, so this video is going to be probably after episode 3 airs. So I just want to go ahead and give my thoughts on what I think of it as of a whole right now. Now, I will say I am happy that Chucky's back. Let me get that out of the way. I'm happy Chucky's back, but at the same time, it just feels that as a whole, that Chucky is like this version of Chucky. Well, I won't want to say the version, but I just feel that Chucky as a whole right now is not what fans want. And when I say fans, I mean older fans. I think Don Machini, he is more trying to concentrate on the newer audience rather than the older audience, because as a whole right now, I think any new characters suck at this point. I feel like that they are wanting to go the CW route, and when I say the CW route, I feel like that they are just wanting to remind us that the main character is gay every 5 minutes. Like every 5 minutes, oh, well, I'm this, I'm gay, and it's like, okay, dude, we understand that, we do, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this: if you're one of these ones that are going to say, oh, well, it matters. No, it does not matter. Let me rephrase this. It does not matter. You should not be doing a story that you have to put whether your gender, your sexual orientation, or your race before what the character actually is in the story. Caring about that rather than the story itself. Because I don't care if any of these characters really die at this point. I really don't. Only thing I really care about at this point is Chucky, and when Andy comes back, as well as Nika and Tiff and anything else of that nature. I don't give a crap about any of these other characters. I really don't, because I feel like that even though, yes, they have not been in, these actors have not been in a lot of things, how can you connect to a 14/15-year-old kid at this point? Again, it's taking place in Charles Lee Ray, aka Chucky's hometown, so that is a good way to know more about him, about how he became like this. Again, there's only been, I would say, 2 major kills at this point in the series, in each episode. In episode 2, it was the maid. Episode 1, it was the kid's dad. And it just doesn't feel like that they're really trying. Again, Jake is one of those characters, to me, you just really don't care about. Again, why would you pick up a doll at a yard sale? Again, you're creating something, but then bring it to school. That makes no sense. And yeah, you're going to get picked on. His cousin is an asshole. His cousin's girlfriend's an asshole. They are bullies. They bully him for, holding the Chucky doll, or because he's gay, or because all this. Again, that stuff happens, but at the same time, it just feels like they're focusing more on teenage issues rather than the actual story. Because we already know Chucky is in Nika. We already know this. Chucky is in multiple dolls because he's learned how to put himself into other good guy dolls. We already know this. Again, we don't know how this good guy doll came into possession of this lady at a yard sale. We don't know that. All we know is that Chucky, as of right now, he's wanting to be friends with Jake for whatever reason. Either to try to take over his body at some point, that way he has control over another body, or he wants to put the blame on Jake. That way he is able to maybe have him turn into a killer. That way maybe he can help him, and Chucky can maybe manipulate him, as we all know, and have him become a killer, and maybe help Chucky and Tiff at some other point into the series. Again, it's very confusing of what they're wanting to do with this character right now. Again, I don't care about Jake. I think he is a very bland character. Again, I just feel like they're wanting to focus on more of sexual orientation in this show rather than just focus on the story and why Chucky is there to begin with. And the whole, what Child's Play is better. Again, I like Child's Play. I like all the Child's Play, but if I really had to rank them, I think 2 and 3 are probably the best ones in the franchise right now. Probably next to Curse of Chucky And the worst ones, probably in my opinion, would have to be Seed of Chucky as well as Cult of Chucky. Seed of Chucky was more of a comedy. I don't feel like they really knew what they were doing in that movie, to where they were like, oh, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. It doesn't feel like they knew what they were doing in that movie, to where they actually had a plan of what it was going to be, you know, especially with Chucky's son slash daughter, not knowing if he was a boy or a girl. You know, he was bipolar and everything like that. And then, you know, saying, oh, he's gender fluid in the second episode. I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, you know, that's rather stupid, when technically it was two twins, but one was in certain combining with the other, and that's pretty much what it was in the film, and they explained that. And then in Cult of Chucky, you know, having where it was Andy, you know, going into the psych ward, locking himself up and using one gun on one specific good guy doll. I think that was rather stupid. And then having where Nika slash Chucky was able to get out of there really quickly, and Andy pretty much putting himself in a situation to where if he's going to be able to get himself out or not. A lot of people, let's be honest, any true older fans are really going to just care about Andy, Tiff, as well as Chucky, and then also now Nika, and also I would say oh man, I can't think of her name, the one that played Andy's older sister, or adoptive older sister, if I can remember her name offhand. But she is one, Kyle. She's one of those where, again, certain fans are going to care about certain things. If you're a newer fan, that's perfectly fine. But at the same time, I feel like that right now Chucky is going in all kind of directions, and they can't really put a road down or where they want to go. I feel like that it's going in multiple roads as of this moment in time, and they don't know exactly where they're going. I feel like they're just, you know, throwing at something at the wall and see if it sticks. Because again, if you're going to make a series, that no matter what the character is, whether he or she is, you know, whatever their gender is, whatever their race is, whatever their sexual orientation is, it doesn't matter. It only matters on how the character is grown, how the character goes through the story, as well as what the character does. And again, it's more, and I hate when anymore now they're wanting to focus on what the character is, what he or she looks like, as well as everything else. Again, if you're going to get a character, have that character he or she look like that character, as well as care about what the character is going to do, rather than what the sexual orientation is and what their gender is, as well as also what their sexual orientation is. I just get tired of that, and I feel like in every single episode they got to remind us that, you know, this kid's gay, and we already know this. Again, they're doing a CW, and I don't like that, to where every person that I have talked to about this series is in the same boat I am, where they're like, okay, get on with it, just kill these characters off, and then just give us characters that we all know and love. Because again, no one cares. I don't think nobody cares about these new characters. They suck. They just really annoying. It's one of those where you're waiting on Chucky to kill them or do something, because you really don't care. I mean, let's be honest. The new characters, they're very flawed. Nobody really cares about them, and it's one of those where you're wondering, okay, when's Chucky going to kill these idiots? So again, those are my thoughts, and again, I'm probably going to get one of these ones in the chat or down below. It's going to be like, oh, well, you're this, you're that. Let me explain something to you. I have friends of all ethnics. I have friends that are whether heterosexual, gay, bi, whatever. Personally, I don't care what you are. I care about your character. I care about who you are as a person, rather than, hey, how you doing? I'm this and I'm that before you even know who I am as a person. So again, if you want to say that, then again, you're an idiot and you don't know anything. And if you're a brand new fan of the Chucky franchise, again, that's fine. If you're an older fan, that's fine. But be respectful on both sides. But let's also get this out of the way. The characters that they have right now need to go. They need to go rather soon. Again, if they're going to improve, that's fine, but they need to improve rather fast, because as an audience member, you're going to lose your audience, and the audience is going to get tired of bringing up the same thing in every single episode, rather than caring about the older characters and the story actually as a whole. So let's go ahead and get these older characters out of the way. Let's bring in the characters that we care about, as well as also the story. So those are my thoughts right now. Hopefully it will improve by the time that the season ends. I will give you guys a full review of Chucky Season 1 or the series, however it goes. later on when it is done. Let me know what you guys think of us right now. Leave your comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you on the next one.